Hey everybody, I'm Hatem Hanoun and welcome to episode 2 of Bait.com's Career Talk. Last week on episode 1, we discussed your CV and what you can do from a keyword perspective to stand out to the recruiters, to stand out to employers, to take advantage of the systems that they use to filter and screen through CVs to make sure that you stand out. Now, episode 2, we want to build on that. What can you do once the recruiter has looked at your CV, once they've determined that you have the right skill sets, your claims on the CV fit with what they're looking for? They're going to do one more thing before giving you a call, and that's they're going to Google your name. They're going to look you up on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. They're going to do that because they want to know who you really are. Past your CV, past the claims, past your academics, your work experience, whatever you have on paper, they want to know more about you as a person. And they do that because they need to make sure that you as a candidate fits the company culturally. They want to make sure that if you come into the organization, you're adding value and making things more productive and more effective. You might have all the skill sets they've put down on their job description that they're looking for. You might fit the job from a technical perspective, but if you come in and you're creating friction by clashing with your superior, clashing with your colleagues and co-workers, then you're just slowing down the entire process for the organization and you're slowing down the department and the entire company as a whole. So what they want to do is avoid that by knowing who you are before they give you that call, before they invest their time on that phone call or in that interview in person. So with that information in mind, what can you do to take advantage of that? One of two things. Number one, check your privacy settings. Anything you don't want visible in a public space, make sure it's hidden. Make sure people can't access it except your friends. Now, number two, everything that you do want the recruiter to see, make sure you amplify it. And that means if you're someone in sales or the creative industry, let's say someone who works in advertising and you want to work for a creative agency, then make sure everything you're speaking about in a public space, and I put it in air quotes because that's our public these days, the online space, make sure that that fits your narrative, fits who you are as an expert, as a professional. And that means if you're someone who's looking to work in a creative agency, then make sure everything you're speaking about fits that specific field. Share some ad campaigns, share some commercials, leave your comments, your feedback on it, leave your thoughts on advertising in general. Do that on Twitter. It's easy to just retweet campaigns that you think are great, campaigns that you think are garbage. Leave your comments on them, your feedback, share, like, engage with other professionals in that field. So when these recruiters do land on your public profiles, they do see the kind of professional that they want to see, someone who's passionate about their specific field, someone who's passionate about their expertise, someone who knows what they're talking about. And I'm going to plug in something here real quick that Bait.com has developed to address this specific point. We have Bait.com specialties. All it takes is you can just activate your profile as a public profile, and that allows you to engage on Bait.com specialties. We're leaving the link in the description box below. And it allows you to find professionals in your field and engage with them, whether you're sharing articles, giving your feedback, asking questions, answering questions, and that boosts your rank. And the companies that use Bait.com to hire will see your ranking, and that gives them an indication of what level of expertise you have in your specific field, whether the community recognizes you as an expert in your field or not. Now, whether on Bait.com specialties or Facebook or Instagram, or Twitter, make sure that they see the type of person that they want to see, so take full advantage of that. Now, I understand that your social media pages are your private pages, and you want to share things with your friends and your family. But what my recommendation is, 2 months before you apply or your job search begins and 2 months afterwards, make sure you just amplify your engagement with such posts in your specific field. If you're someone in sales, talk more about persuasion, about negotiation, about influence, how you can build better relationships with people. Icebreakers, give your top 10 tips for how to break the ice when meeting someone for the first time. Share the type of information that they want to see that shows them that you're passionate about your field, that you're more than just the claims that you've made on the CV that a ton of other people have made. So take that and use it to your advantage. So step number 1, episode 1, use the keywords to your advantage to stand out to the recruiter. Once they get the CV in hand and they're impressed with what you have to say, step 2, make sure that when they do Google your name, and this isn't a rule of thumb, not all recruiters do this, but go under the assumptions that they will do it. And the reason is that it's so easy to get more information about you through the internet. So take advantage of that fact, knowing that, and build the personal brand that you want them to see when they land on your profile. Now, I'm going to keep this video short. We've heard your feedback, your comments from the last video. It was a little lengthy, but we had to do it as such. It was about a CV, and there was quite a bit to cover there. So we're keeping this short and snappy. It's all about personal branding and making sure that you're aware of it. A lot of people know about it, but don't execute on it and don't implement it, it doesn't really resonate within people when they're creating their personal brand and they don't build that image that they want recruiters to see. So we're going to keep the video at that. As always, thank you for watching. If you do like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Next week, we're coming out with another topic and on a weekly basis. Leave your comments down below. Let us know what you liked. Let us know what you didn't like. Let us know what can be done different. If you have any career questions, we're leaving an email in the description box below, careertalk@bait.com. Send us in your questions. We will be dedicating a special mailbag episode to address these specific questions of yours. So until next time, I'm Hatem, and we'll see you on episode 3 of bait.com Career Talk.